We love you back to health. Dear little rapper girls, you are a compilation of sounds sung without the permission of your own tongue. A mixtape. You are a mixtape, confused and sticky stuff. Been playing so hard your ribbons have popped. But unlike a set to a CD, you caught the pits like ditches. Only there ain't nothing left to dig. You dig, we used to groove to the ways that you grow. Now your brain is a rut over which we struck good grief. You refugee, you brat, you misdemeanor, you MIA, you runaways are runways for role models. You get dogs, we get catwalks. You get catcalled, we wear the dogma upon your morgue. We evoke in vogue like ooh, pop, 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 pop is what you are, like pop is what you are, pop like crackle, like bust, like blow, like Britney, like lolly, like pop, like lollipop, like it sucks that life is hard, sugar. It sucks that life is hard, sugar, when you got a B-pop because you ain't never had one, or his confection, correction, you are R&B. R&B like rhythm and the blues. R&B like you don't exist anymore, and we no longer can hear you well enough to identify your body of work. You are played out, outsourced. You ain't hip-hop, little rapper girls. You don't make hits, you take them. You don't make hits, you take them. You don't make hits, you take them. And the only reason you hop is because your hip is broken, like busted, like out of order, like junk. Like the reason they call your hips junk is because to them you are like litter, literally, and no one seems to notice anything above your waist. There ain't no place to dump a dump, especially not one so full of plastic. So perhaps you shall remain the same until your casket because your bio is too degradable for anyone to want to recycle it. You are a remix tape. A remix tape. A remix tape. Yes, you are a remix tape. You are dying and making a killing. You are a wounded, wound up over nothing worth getting winded for. A chokehold ain't breath control. A limp ain't swagger. A lean ain't gangster. A shiner ain't radiant. You are hurt. And all the fellas are saying, oh, and don't realize the ladies are saying, ow. You are hurt. You have lost your lexicon. And you can't even walk straight or hold your head up high enough to keep these dictionaries from committing suicide from your lips. Instead, you got the wrong dicks and the wrong lips, and your mouth is full of spilled milk. Your soul is made of milled silk, and you are tearing. 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 You are tearing, although you can't afford to cry because you don't make enough sense to hold yourself together. You are a rip-off. You steal songs, you pilfer poems, bootleg the work of Walkman. You better walk, girl. You bootleg the work of Walkman. You better walk, girl, through womanhood and see if you're good enough to be a woman. Listen, you're too fast, you ain't fast enough. Listen, you're too fast, you ain't fast enough. You're too forward, you ain't forward enough. You're too fly, you ain't fly enough. Find your wind again. Rewind the wind again. Find your wind again. Rewind the wind again. Find your wind again. Bring it back. Rewind the wind again. Find your wind again. Bring it back. Adjust your headphones. Call your brain. Inspect your tape that's find your refrain. Put work into pressing play instead of working so hard at being played. You pray that your mixtape will be just the right adhesive you need. You pray that your mixtape will be just the right adhesive you need, like scotch, like duck, like masking, like you hide because you're copyright, like infringement, like breach, like break, like dance, like break dance, like pop, like rock, like pop, pop, like put like a pop, the locks, and you are no longer safe. Here, you dance so hard to someone else's movements. 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 When you're with someone else's moves that meant for it to be too hard for you to dance. Remember, there are boogie monsters in your boombox. There's a boom boxing with your boogie. There are boogie monsters in your boombox. There's a boom boxing with your boogie. There are boogie monsters in your boombox. There's a boom boxing with your boogie. But remember, you are mammoth, monstrous, epic, like record breaking, like vinyl, like black, like vinyl shit and crack, like blacks, like dope. Like I hope you sling your slang better than we slung these rocks. You ain't high, girl. You ain't high. You just been stoned to death, like jam, like Def Jam, like Jam, like Def Jam, like mute, and you can no longer hear yourself. And I just wish for the life of me that you wanted to. 5, I was born in Brooklyn to a father and mother who planted seeds of my sisters and my brothers. There were 4 of us in the garden. They were growing and sowing. They never stopped. Though it's hard to harvest crops, but 3 of us they discovered were women and replied a little different nurturing than the elders who was pale. In order not to fail, from apples to kale, sunlight to hail, and water they kept us well. Just 2, make sure that we grew every petal and root, every talent, every truth, every tooth real strong. Because of where I'm from, some gardens don't last long, and some was they ain't none. Mad daughters and no son, and some was have no breed, no branches. They just leave their seeds into the streets. They plant them in concrete, recycle them real cheap, compost them like they ain't cheap. 1, trees are the lungs of the earth. 2, from the first breath of our birth. 2, when we go back to the dirt. 3, we become part of the tree. 4, from the depths of the root to the leaves. C, we are the air that we breathe. 5, thank you for keeping us alive. Why? For every tree that lives, we don't die. 6, if the lung doesn't work, we must fix it. The way that we plant our kids is the way we will grow oxygen. 7, back to the garden again. And this is where all life begins. 8, if Eden is where we come from, then the African will fall from the lung. 9, if life is the fruit of divine, the future intertwined with the seeds of our mind. And offspring survive the fall of mankind. That is the way that we breathe and rewind. 10, to the women and the children and the men, waiting to exhale so that life can begin. 10, to the women and the children and the men, smoke so many trees that the earth can't breathe. 10, to the women and the children and the men, hung from the lungs of these asthmatics. Please pump, pump. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. Pump, pump our fists till we inhale with ease. Then we resurrect from the ultimate dream. If you can see it, whether or not you believe, you can sugarcoat the truth, but lies still freeze. Please, we are the air that we breathe. Please, we are the air that we need. Please, we are the air that we breathe. Please, we are the air that we... Call Queen quick cause she witty. Call Queen quick cause she pretty. And she from the city. Call Brooklyn, not Queens. Cause Queen been born in the county of the kings. Call Queen king cause she ruler. Straight edge cause Queen's head make his crown look cooler. Call Queen quiet cause she calm like a storm. Call the camera cause she cannon like the bomb. Call her Hiroshima like Japan. Call the queen cause she a hero Hiroshima like your mom. QueenGodIs.com. She a worldwide woman, go ahead and log on. Call Godzilla Queen Kong. Only God is ill enough to save a monster from a man. Some say God is ill again. Then again, those same sapes go planet of the apes. ET phone Queen like curfew. Tell Scotty, set up the beam. She's the queen of the crop circles. Call Queen Steve like Urkel. She a nerd. Other word plus the verbs might hurt you. Call the hospital just in case and tell your lungs to warn your face. Queen God is breathtaking. Some men say Queen's faking. Same men get overthrown because they are faking. Some women say Queen's just a man. Same women, they don't last because they get gas. Get it? God calls Queen every day. Few humans ever ask what God has. God calls Queen every day. Few humans ever ask.